So I built this intake platform inside of SharePoint, and I got a request from a client, well, a few clients ago. They said, what if the requester doesn't know which intake form they need to fill in? Can we give them some kind of an experience where they answer some questions and then they're led to the form that they need to fill in? So that's what you can see here. Instead of taking them directly to a form, we have a tree of forms. And first, we display some kind of a message to them, maybe a welcome, or here it's a question, and it asks, what is your contract type? And below that, you have a drop down menu that at first it says select. If I click on that, I get options black and white. If I select the option black, it says the next message below, it says fill in the form below, and that specific form is now appearing to the user. The user can also, instead of choosing black, they can choose white. And here there is no form at the end. There is something else for them to do. In the message says contact your legal counsel. They can always go back to select, and there's nothing below it, or they can go to black and they are at their form. Next, I'll show you how we can make this user experience of questions and answers even more complex. Okay, so now we're over here in the decision tree tool, and this tool, decision tree, it can be used to create any kind of a user experience, kind of a journey for your users where they answer various questions, different levels of questions until they are finally presented with their final answer, something that they need to do or whatever. And you can imagine that you can use this across all kinds of tools and pages and experiences. I'm just showing today how this incorporates into the intake platform. So I've got a tree here. It has a unique ID. It has a creator. It's got some editors who have edit rights. I've got a name that I can name it. And you see I added a new feature called intake. I checked this box, so it will be available inside the intake tool. And then this is the tree name. So in my URL, I put tree equal legal in the URL, and then that shows the previous demonstration that I showed you. Here, down below this, now we are going to configure the options, and it tells you how you need to do basically like every other level of these elements. The first one is some kind of a message, which is in blue, and the next level of elements, it's the options. And the first option always has to be something that says like select or pick a flavor, choose a color. That's just the message that tells them to do something. After that are the actual options. And then underneath an option, the next level has to be some kind of a message. If it is a final message, and it has this square brackets form and then the unique ID to an intake form, it will make the intake form appear directly below it. Otherwise, it will not, and it will just give the person an end message. And below that, you can see the preview. What is your contract type? You see black. It does this. Here we're not in the intake form, so it's not going to actually make the form appear, but we do have these square brackets here. White. I can come up here and I can create a new one, and I can say green. And let's bring it down. Let's make it here, and then we can have another message. Great choice. What flavor? And we put under the green, and then we're going to say vanilla. Okay. Oh, we need to actually say pick a flavor. Pick a flavor. And then we have chocolate. And at the end of these, we need to tell the person what to do or have some kind of a form for them to fill in. And we can say book an appointment. So this means that they have something else to do, unless we give them a form. I can click on this to make edits, book an appointment. Inside of here, I can say form ABC1. And if this was an actual form, it would bring that up. And at the end of chocolate, make an order in the outside system, https google.com. So if they're going to order chocolate, then they have some other outside system that they need to go do it. Okay, so now you can preview this. Black, white, and green. If I pick green, you see I've got a message here, and then I've got the next one, pick a flavor, vanilla. It says book an appointment. I think I can also leave a message blank and it won't show a message at all. So like, let's go here. Let's take this away, save that. Okay, what is your contract type? Let's go green, pick a flavor. Yeah, so there is no message between the drop-down menus. Okay. So yeah, I hope this gives some people imagination about the possibility of what you can actually do when you know how to manipulate data and work with processes instead of just blindly hoping that AI will be your magic wand. If you actually have the imagination to go learn how to do stuff, you can, and the sky's the limit. If you have any questions or if you want to connect with me, feel free. My name is Justin Turman, Turman. I am a lawyer, coder, and linguist, currently based in Amsterdam, but originally from the US. All right, and I'll wrap it up there.